Well, hello gang, and welcome back to Dragon Quest VIII. Let's see, Golding looks like a bear of a man, but he's actually quite kind-hearted. He took in 2 children who'd been abandoned at the church and raised them as his own. Oh, I think this is video 3 of this session. There are 2 beers down. I'm working on my first IPA of the night. I pretty much only tell you guys this so that you can pay attention to my attitude throughout videos and watch me slip into even more depraved depths than I normally slip into. I have a friend who works as one of the Golding family's bodyguards. He just dropped by to pay me a visit. He said he was leaving for some place called the Dark Ruins, but no matter how hard I pressed, he wouldn't tell me why. Where are the Dark Ruins? Well, I don't have a clue. Maybe you should ask around in the pub in the hotel basement. Do I have to? I don't want to go to the Dark Ruins. It doesn't sound like a nice place. I mean, unless I've got a damn good reason, then no. Mini metal! Excuse me, ma'am. You snore awfully weird. It's a book entitled The Magic of Cheese. Making special cheeses requires the preparation of special ingredients. For example, try combining plain cheese with magic water for a special result. Namely, a cheese that contains the power of magic water. Isn't that special? Magic cheese. Cheese plus magic water. And I still don't know exactly what cheese does. Someday we'll know. Golding, the owner of the casino, has 2 kids. A son named Cash and a younger daughter named Carrie. Ever since the casino was shut down, they've been holed up in the mansion, along with their father. Just biding time, riding out the sickness. I'm sorry, but we finished serving for the day. What? You're looking for someone? Well, if that's the case, I'd recommend talking to the bartender in the hotel pub. He knows all sorts of things. But his name is Diddlemag, you say? Well, there's an odd name for you. Why are you even after him? What? He's a murderer? Well, I'll be. How despicable and cruel. Do you guys have a basement here? A piece of cool cheese. I like how we're finding more and more rare cheeses as we go along, it seems like. Started out finding plain cheese every once in a while. Now we're up to cool cheese. Soon it'll be radical cheese. You know, where the hell's the inn at? Just want to sleep, make it daytime, so I'm not wasting my time running around at night. Not being able to talk to pretty much anyone. Welcome to our inn, weary travelers. 16 gold coins. Of course, we'll stay. Only 16? It's pocket change. I trust you had a restful sleep. What are you, gold storage, I'm guessing? Yep, gold bank. No, you cannot keep the only gold that I've got. Did you hear what happened at Golding's mansion? No, I didn't. They're saying a burglar broke in. I suppose when you're a big casino owner like Golding, you're a bit of a target for burglars and thieves. Better hide his gold well. Hey, did you hear the news? We just had a murder in town. I don't know though. What is the world coming to? It didn't happen to be from a jester, did it? What the hell? Vivian, the bunny girl. I've seen her poster all over. I think that's the first one I've actually acknowledged. We're trying to get ready for the evening crowd, and the bartender still hasn't come back. He said he had to talk with his friend who works in the hotel about something. If you happen to see him, tell him we could use some help down here. Things are getting crazy. Another mini medal. You know, we could be the bartender back here for a night. I know how to mix up some drinks. Yangus could be the bouncer. You ever seen a bunny girl show? No. You don't know what you're missing, young man. Drop by tonight. Our bunnies are nocturnal animals. Our bunny girls are the best in the whole land. I don't know, we've got Jessica, and she's got more moves than, well, pretty much anyone. Better moves than anything we've seen. A garter. I kind of wish this game had style points. Dragon Quest VII had style. And the more stylish the clothing you wore, the more style points you had. Okay, the garter belt does absolutely nothing for her. And I think there was even a competition. Like there was a leaderboard that you could compete on for strength, wisdom, and style. I don't know if that game just had that much depth or if it was just stuff that they added for the 3DS remake. I never played the original PS1 version. It was not much. I was a little bit burned out on JRPGs back in that time. Did not play them very much. Nothing? An empty bathroom and a cutscene?
Okay. So tell me what happened the other day. The suspense is killing me.
The suspense is killing me. It's smothering my soul.
All right already. But you've got to keep this under your hat, okay? This is between you and me. I swear I won't say a word. We barmen know when to keep our mouths shut.
Oh, really?
By the goddess, lower your voice. I assume you've heard about Mr. Golding's house being burgled?
Damn burgles.
Well, the fact is, Mr. Golding was murdered during the robbery.
That's pretty fucking serious.
Murdered? You mean Mr. Golding is dead? I told you to keep it down. That's why nobody's seen hide nor hair of him recently. He isn't among the living anymore.
Mon ami, but didn't they want to try taking him to the church? Maybe casting a spell of zing on him to bring him back?
But Mr. Golding was such a big man. You're trying to tell me he was killed by a random burglar? Well, the really weird thing about it was that the burglar was apparently dressed as a jester.
Domagus.
I didn't see him myself, mind you, but that's what they say.
We're hot on his trail, at least.
A jester, huh? A strange one, this burglar. Seems he broke in, killed Mr. Golding, and left. He didn't take anything valuable.
That is weird.
From the looks of it, he was after Mr. Golding's life, not his gold.
But why?
I also heard that Cash and Carrie have ordered some men to find the jester and avenge their father's death. By the goddess, this is big. Oh, I won't tell a soul. You can count on me. I'd better get back to my customers. See you later. Ah!
No, I didn't overhear anything about a murder.
I'm sorry, I did not see you standing there.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear what we were talking about?
No, totally no.
Forgive me for the strange question. A slip of the tongue. I'd better get back to work.
Yes. They're waiting for you down there. You've got a show to get ready for, apparently, or something. Is anybody in here hiding? Why are all these rooms empty? A dancer's costume. Hello, sir. I'm sorry, but I can't let you through. This door connects to the casino and... What? You You heard everything the bartender and I were saying before? I don't know what you're talking about. And he'll tell you the same thing. We're going through anyways, buddy. Damn, the door's locked. Okay, so Dual Magus killed Mr. Golding, the casino owner, but why? He didn't steal any of his money, apparently. What the hell's the point in coming up here? Maybe so we can get a close-up look at the casino the casino sign there? I don't know. Okay. Textures on that building in the distance were kind of throwing me for a loop. It looked almost like there was a ladder on the outside. Let's go see if we can talk to the bartender down here. You can deny it all you want, bartender, but we know everything. You heard everything we were talking about upstairs? What? Look, cut me some slack and don't tell anyone else, okay? If word gets around, I'll be in deep. Let me propose a deal. You keep your mouths shut, and I promise to tell you what I know. What do you say? Sure. I knew I could count on you. Let me fill you in on what I know. So, Cash and Carey sent a posse after the man who killed their father. They want revenge. And I hear they headed straight for some island north of Baccarat. Word is, there's some ruins on the island. It'd make a perfect hideout. Can you mark it on my map? We can't be absolutely sure it was Dual Magus who killed Golding. But I'm quite sure we can be sure enough to be sure. Cool, blimey. Plump, why don't we go and have a look at those ruins on the island to the north? Maybe we'll be able to find some kind of clue. An island to the north? Oh, but I so wanted to stay for the bunny show. Truthfully, I don't care. We will be back since this town does have a casino. And we will watch the bunny show then. What do we have here? This strange jester showed up the night before the casino got shut down. He was walking around muttering, "What a pity. What a pity. It really gave me a case of the willies." Golding, the owner of the casino, has 2 kids. A son named Cash and a younger daughter named Carey. Okay, didn't I talk to you? Pretty damn sure I did. This is Mr. Golding's mansion. I'm afraid he isn't seeing visitors at the moment, so please come again some other time. Hello, old man. This statue is supposed to be of some ancient sage. Golding wanted to knock it down when he built the casino and hotel. But all of these workers kept getting injured. Everyone was deathly afraid of the thing. That's why it's still standing here, pristine and untouched. Well, I recognize that guy. He's the jerk at the top of the waterfall. At the top of Geezer's waterfall. This is the takeout counter. We've got plenty of room inside. It's the best food in Baccarat. Go on in and give us a try. What? Go on in where? Do I go in through there maybe? No question about it. The casino was shut down the day after Golding's mansion was burgled. The burglar may have picked the right house, but he sure picked the wrong man. Golding once took down a troll with his bare hands. Of all the rotten luck, I took a holiday to visit the casino, only to find it shut down. What am I supposed to do with all my free time now? I always have a few with Golding after work, but he hasn't shown up in the pub for days now. Some are saying he got hurt during the robbery the other day. Now I wonder if it's true. Maybe. They say Golding put up quite a fight with the burglar who broke into his mansion the other night. It seems he drove the scoundrel off, but he hasn't come out of his house, and the casino's been closed ever since. How am I supposed to piss away me hard-earned gold now? Pickham's a filthy place, full of drifters and grifters. You couldn't pay me to go there, despite the fact it's on another continent entirely, and I honestly have no way of even getting close to it. Hello there. Let me show you to your seat. What's that? You're looking for someone? I don't really care about what you have to say anymore. Hello. I'm sorry, sir, but you'll have to leave. The kitchen in full swing is like a battlefield. You're liable to get hurt. Well, I've been on my feet for 12 hours straight. My legs are on fire. I wish I could serve customers sitting down. Oh, the agony. You got a real asshole of a boss if he makes you stand there for 12 hours. The day before the casino shut down, a burglar broke into Golding's mansion. He's been holed up ever since. Where's the well at? Am I heading towards it? No. Off to the side here, maybe? Aha! Down we go! Geronimo! Really? Nothing? Color me shocked. At some point, I'll actually go and do something with that ring that we found. I'm gonna keep bringing it up just as a reminder to myself. The expensive ring we found in Jessica's town. Yoink. You already come through here? There's no love lost between Golding's adopted son and daughter, let me tell you. When Golding passes away, mark my words, there's going to be one heck of a battle over the inheritance. Who knows who's owed more, a seat of strength. The boy is adopted, but at the same time, he's a boy. It's a book entitled Tips for Assassins. There are many kinds of weapons in the world, but it goes without saying that the most famous one in the assassin's armory is the assassin's dagger. They're quite easy to make by combining a sharp dagger with something poisonous. A sharp dagger plus something poisonous. I love the clues that they give us for the alchemy pot. So useful. So helpful. Casino, we're barging in. Door's shut tight. Not even Yangus throwing his shoulder into it can bust it open. Hello, short man. What do you have to sell? Absolutely nothing useful. You item shoppers are almost always a waste of time. Ever since the mansion was burgled, Golding's servants have been acting quite edgy. They say there wasn't much damage done and no one was hurt. But then why are the staff so jumpy? I don't know, but I would love to be able to go in and talk to them. Another mini medal. We're investigators here. With Trodane News Network. We've got some questions for everyone. Why is the casino closed? Well, it's because Cash and Golding. It's because Golding ordered it. And I'm sure he thought long and hard about it too. Make no mistake, he didn't rush to any conclusions in his death. Another mini medal, holy crap. Dolmagus. Where did you hear that name? Are you in league with him, scoundrels? No. I suppose you wouldn't be. Sorry. It's just that we're all on edge after the break-in at Golden's mansion. Makes me want to kill anyone that even brings up that name. Even though I'm curious how anyone knows that his name was Dual Magus. It's not like he goes around saying my name is Dual Magus as he kills people and robs places. Let's check the weapons shop here. Okay, so this is the poison thing. Obviously. Steel scythe. Worthless dancer's costume. Iron armor. A light shield. Good boost for Angelo. That's about it. A coral hairpin. Wow. That is a massive boost for her defense. I think we'll take it. That's it, because we are now broke. Again, at some point, probably before, well, after I end this session, and before I start the next session, I will most likely be doing some off-screen grinding. We'll come back, and I'll have a shit ton more gold. Wait a second, show me the map again. I don't like how my boat is all the way over there. Now, I'm gonna guess they're talking about the island to the north of us? A little bit to the northwest? I wanna check something. Plump. Princess Minnie's Castle. Baccarat. Monster Arena. I'm gonna zoom here, because I want to see if it teleports my boat. I doubt that it does, but... yeah, it did, actually. Okay. Put it over here, I think. I'm incredibly thankful that it actually does that. Oh no, the holy water wears off. How horrible. Also, whatever that building up there is, fuck it. We'll check it out later. Metal Slime Knights. Can we not? I'd like to save my resources for the dungeon ahead that it sounds like we're gonna have to explore. The Dark Ruins. There's even a cloud of darkness over it. Isn't that lovely? What is it now? Some more sirens, we're gonna kill you. And keep your dances to yourself, okay? Holy crap. You can psych yourself up all you want, siren. You're about to be slaughtered. I love how the game made sure that it had jiggle physics too. It's important to stay focused on the things that matter. You want your characters to be as realistic as possible, right? I mean, I have to assume that this is where we're going, where we need to go. And that dark cloud, well, who are you? Jay Leno.
Surely it's too dangerous to carry on pursuing this fiend. I mean, look at what he did to Golding. Huh? Who are you?
Just a figment of your imagination.
Interesting. I thought there was no one on this island besides us and Golding's murderer.
Did you not see our ship just pull up right next to you? I mean, hell, you were even looking that direction.
Let me give you a piece of advice. Steer clear of the old ruins in the middle of the island. Ignore me at your peril. You have been warned.
I've been warned? Well, I only listen if I've been warned. We chased that jester all the way here, but now that it's come to the crunch, I just can't see any hope of victory against someone strong enough to overpower Mr. Golding. But now we've come this far, we can hardly just turn around and go home. Oh, what to do? The words Gold Rusher are carved on the will. It appears to be the name of the ship. Okay. Listen here, horse, I don't need your sass. Every time I step onto and off of bridges and shit. Let me check. No, and whatever. I don't want to craft anything. Skeleton soldiers, okay. This is exciting. Even though I feel like I've already fought them at some point. You're gonna throw your heads at us, right? Only 16 damage? Is that all you've got? They've got good defense, unfortunately. Which means there's no way to easily kill them. Though, I do wonder, I'm gonna try something after this. I mean, they're dead. They're undead. No, I didn't want to cast that. I was gonna try to cast a heal spell on them. But unfortunately, you can't target the enemy with that crap. So I'll just heal myself. I needed it, right? Jess, please. Can you not waste your MP like I did? I'm slightly curious about these skeletons too. Their skulls don't look natural. They look almost alien. Yangus levels up to level 22, 12 hit points, 5 strength, 3 agility. I'm gonna dump it into here, humanity. Man, nobody's gained a skill level for quite some time. We're just gonna run straight up the center, not go exploring off to the sides. I know, I'm such a boring Let's Player. How dare I want to streamline this as much as possible without all the ridiculous random battles being thrown in our face. I'm trying to save you guys like 10 to 15 hours of your life, basically. Some mushroom mages. I don't like the sound of that, but Dragon Slash would not cut it. I love how one of the first sword skills that we learn is Dragon Slash, when dragons are not at all a common enemy for us to run into. A little bit weaker than I thought they would be. Compared to the skeletons, anyways. Okay. A whopping 300 experience. Makes me wonder how much we actually need to level up at this point. 6,000 per level? 7,000 per level? It quickly reaches insane scales. I got no map here, okay. So... Dylmicus. Hot on your heels, you jester scum. And he knows it too. That's spooky. I'm gonna guess, obviously, we can't just run straight into the dark mist. Fuck me, maybe we can. Oh my goodness. Maybe we shouldn't have. Okay. It's pitch black for as far as the eye can see. That's kind of creeping me out. What the hell's going on, guys?
When you all set off so bravely, we decided it was time we did the same. So, perhaps you could fill us in.
Well, I don't have a lot to fill you in on. Dulmagus walked inside there, and it is incredibly spooky. Real spooky, actually.
I see. The dark aura coming out of the ruins is some kind of barrier set up by Dulmagus, is it?
Maybe, but it was also there before he walked into it.
So we have to break through that before we can fight him then. But how? How do you break through darkness?
Maybe you fight it with other darkness? No, maybe light.
Wait a minute. How about the magic mirror of Argonia? People say that can dispel the dark.
Really?
You never know. It might do the trick.
Okay.
If I remember rightly, Argonia's off to the southeast of Baccarat, isn't it?
Well then. Seeing as you are in pursuit of that jester too, I suppose I can tell you. We are employed by Mr. Golding, the owner of the Baccarat Casino. Or should I say, used to be employed. You see, Mr. Golding was murdered by the jester. We're under orders to avenge his death. That's why we're here. When we were chasing that jester here, I saw him clasp his chest in pain every now and then. Come to think of it, it seemed to start hurting him directly after he stabbed Mr. Golding with that staff of his. And I overheard him muttering something about needing a new body, because his was too pitiful or something. I'm not sure what he meant exactly, but the way he said it sent a shiver down my spine. Okay. Yeah. It is a long way to Argonia. That was a huge journey that we undertook. The stone monument has a shallow recess with words inscribed beneath it. Here, a dark history lies sealed. Only a magical light can break the dark aura entombing it. Okay. So why has this place got a dark aura? Why is it so spooky? What the hell is going on with the water in this area? What's the point? I don't rightly know. Are these water storage rooms or something? Let's collect rainwater. Looted treasure chests. And the mini medal. Are there any crumbs inside these chests? Can I look inside? No. How unfortunate. Okay, so Plump, take us. We can teleport back to the Dark Ruins, thankfully. Take us to Argonia. Even though we have not found Prince Charmless yet. Perhaps we can somehow force our way in here to get an audience with the king. What could possibly go wrong if we tried that? Surely nothing, right? Oh man. If this game didn't have zoom and chimera wings and stuff, damn, I probably wouldn't play it. And wouldn't you know it, maybe they found the prince at long last. Do I have a map of this place? Yes, I do. Guess it doesn't really matter. None of it's labeled. Hello, sir. I only just heard this, but apparently there's some kind of agreement between Trodain and Argonia. They say if a boy and girl are born in each kingdom, they have to marry. This agreement was made a long time ago, so Prince Charmless and Princess Medea are fulfilling a vow their grandparents made. I doubt... Actually, I don't know if they're happy about it. Sounds like Prince Charmless might be. There's no telling about Medea since I don't even know what she looks like. Just that she's a horse. I'm supposed to be a maid, but until the other day all I was doing was looking for Prince Charmless. I thought it was a bit of a waste of time looking for him when he was probably long gone, but he was actually inside the castle all along, just hiding like a little weenus under a bunch of pillows in his bedroom. Can you believe that they finally found Prince Charmless, hidden in a barrel of all things? He must be braver than we thought to endure so many days stuck in a tiny space like that. Oh my goodness, Medea. Piece of rock salt. No, I do feel bad for you. Certainly worse than I feel for Jessica. Actually, a very strange jester was here at the castle the other day. He sort of appeared out of nowhere. No one really paid him that much attention, what with all the fuss Prince Charmless was making at the time. But it's quite a big thing that he was here, isn't it? It's my job to keep the castle safe, so I feel bad that I wasn't more on the ball. I can't believe I let that no-good jester escape. I've got a feeling I'm going to regret that blunder for many a day. Well, I won't let him go when I see him next time. Not that I particularly want to see him again, of course. I was sure my number was up at the time. Don't worry. He escaped and went and killed some other people instead. Have you heard? Seems Prince Charmless was so scared of doing the initiation that he hid himself in a barrel. Ridiculous, isn't it? I bet the wedding would be off if the Princess of Ch.25 ever got wind of it. But, that was supposed to be a secret, so don't tell anyone, okay? They'll chop my head off. If they hear me talking crap about the Venus Prince. A magic mirror? No, I've never heard of anything like that. If you want to know about magic, you should ask one of the royal magicians. They'll probably know what you're talking about. So I'm gonna guess that this leads through the double doors. Lead outside. There were a lot of messengers. Messengers coming from Ch.25 before the royal engagement was announced. But lately there haven't been any at all. I don't know why they've stopped coming, but I got a bad feeling about this. What with Ch.25 being so far away across the ocean, it's not easy to make contact with them over there all that quickly. Nothing, and a mini medal. Holy crap. We are finding those things all over the place. Surely we've got to have enough now that we could get our whatever the hell it is. I can't remember. The next glamour item. Wasn't it some jacket or something like that? Do you want to keep going up? Or do we want to explore this way? Is that Prince Charmless? Maybe. Hello, sir. King Clavius's throne room is just inside. Make sure you're on your best behavior and you don't do anything to disturb His Highness. We have some news for you, Your Highness. Oh, cutscene time.
Your Majesty, are you feeling poorly? Did those travelers cause you some trouble?
Do you want me to chop their head off?
No, I'm fine. One of them reminded me of someone, but I must be mistaken.
It was me, wasn't it? It was the plump one.
The magic mirror? But it's a precious royal heirloom. Why on earth do you require it? Explain yourself.
Well, you see, there's this jester going around. He's turned the princess that your son wants to marry and the king of Trodain into a troll, the princess into a horse. He's going around killing everyone, and you might be next. And do you want more details? Or is that good enough?
I understand. However, as I have said, the magic mirror is a treasure of the royal family. I cannot simply give it to you.
Okay.
I knew he'd say no.
Calm down, Yangus.
C'est la vie, I suppose. It was a lot to ask.
So now what? How are we going to avenge my brother's death without that mirror?
You know, I thought about this earlier, but I think this is the first time I brought it up. But c'est la vie. Is there French in this world somewhere? Where did you pull that quote out of your ass from, Angelo? Where did you get that from? Are you a dimension walker?
If what you say is true, you must have survived a great many ordeals on your travels.
That would be correct.
That means your fighting skills must be on a par with those of my soldiers.
Probably better than your soldiers, honestly.
But your majesty, you can't possibly plan to use those travelers instead of royal guardsmen.
Travelers?
Well surmised, Chancellor. Listen to me carefully. I rule with a fair hand, but I cannot grant every request that is made of me. However, if the royal family owes someone a debt of gratitude, I consider it my duty to fulfill it. You need the magic mirror. Then accept my request. If you complete the task I set forth for you, you may have the mirror.
Okay, what's the catch?
Summon the prince!
At once, your majesty.
I'm scared. I don't want to meet the
The
prince.
request concerns my son, Prince Charmles.
Charmless, right? Thought
To
that's what it
become
was.
king of Argonia, one must undertake a special initiation ceremony. There is some risk to life and limb, and the prince is unwilling to do it.
How unbefitting of a king.
As a father, the thought of putting my own son in danger pains me. But he must pass the initiation if he is to succeed me to the throne. It is the tradition of our kingdom. I was considering sending a detail of royal soldiers to protect him during the rite. However, I fear it will ruin his reputation. So my request is this. You outsiders will accompany my son to the royal hunting ground. Naturally, this would remain completely confidential.
Okay.
It is vital that everyone believes my son passed the initiation on his own.
Isn't this how kingdoms fail in the long run? Some upcoming heir to the throne that doesn't rightly deserve it takes over and isn't fit for it and runs the kingdom into the ground. Oh well, it's your kingdom. We just want the
Your
mirror.
majesty, Prince Charmles is...
What is it this time?
The prince has run off again. I'm extremely sorry, your majesty. This is all my fault. I'll bring Prince Charmles to your majesty as soon as we can find him. As your humble and faithful servant, I beg...
You incompetent fool! Please pardon my outburst, but we cannot continue this discussion without my son.
I'm gonna kill the prince myself. How about that? Oh, where the hell would he be? Surely he couldn't have ran too far. Books galore. What do we got? None of them appear particularly interesting. It's a book entitled Agility and You. Many items for increasing agility utilize the agility ring as a fundamental ingredient. Take Mercury's bandana, for example. It's made by combining something that protects your head with an agility ring. Okay. So I don't have any agility rings, so it doesn't matter that much. It's a book entitled True Tales of the Truly Terrifying. The following is an absolutely true story. I heard it from my friend's sister the other day. About a month ago, she went mushroom hunting in a forest to the east. On her way back, she noticed that something was wrong. Birds were falling from the trees. Rabbits and fawns writhed on the ground in agony. All of them were foaming at the mouth. The forest is usually a place of peace, but on this day it was more like a hell on earth. What fiendish power was behind this devilry? That's when she noticed the song. An eerie and grotesque voice, like nothing she'd ever heard before, was issuing from holes in the ground. Moments later, her sight darkened, and she swooned. When she came to, she was back in her own bed. A hunter had found her unconscious body and brought her back to the village. To this very day, she shudders to recall the scene. The worst part, she says, is that she can't get the words to the song out of her mind. Dig dug, dig, dig dug. Absolutely dreadful. How terrifying. It's a logbook entitled Prince Charmele's Observation Log. March 23rd. The prince was captured this morning. He had escaped from his room by fashioning a rope out of his curtains. He was undoubtedly planning to head to the casino at Baccarat. The prince remains unrepentant. June 4th. The prince was captured this afternoon. He hid himself inside a barrel, apparently with the intention of sneaking out of the city. He even prepared a special barrel with holes in the bottom, allowing him to move when nobody was looking. The prince can be surprisingly resourceful when he wants to be, if only he was a little bit more brave and intelligent. I just saw one of the other politicians run by looking very pale. I wonder what was wrong with him. Oh, the prince has run off again, huh? I can't count the number of times he's done this now. Even starting from when he was a baby, he used to just run away. Time for a breastfeeding? Nope, he's gonna run away. Time for a diaper change? Nope, he's gonna run away. Prince Charmele's shook off one of my colleagues and ran back to his room. I thought it was odd that he went so quietly in the first place. He was obviously plotting to run away again all along. How could we have been so naive? I really messed up this time. I was upstairs, so I couldn't respond quickly enough when the prince ran away again. He wasn't in his room, so maybe he went out onto the second floor roof and crossed over to the west wing of the castle. Maybe, maybe not. Is this his room, I wonder? 30 gold coins, big whoop. It's like what? A medical herb or something? It's a magazine called Big Boy Wonderland. You think you're a big boy? Well, there's a secret club out there, and it may be just what you're looking for. We can't reveal the exact location here, but believe us, it's well worth the trip. If you happen to find it, make sure to ask for Puffy. She's dynamite with a short fuse. Just lie back and let her work her magic. Believe us, you've never felt a pair like hers before. Oh yeah, snuggling between them is like paradise on earth. You won't want to leave. This has got to be the prince's room. Okay. Curious what's over here real quick. Anything hiding? A mini medal! Another one! How glorious. How lucky we are to find so many. This castle's too goddamn big. Seriously. The door is tightly shut. How many floors does this castle need? That goes outside. I don't want to go outside until I absolutely have to. What is this, the king's room, maybe? Come on, king. You gotta have something good in here. An elven elixir. Okay. Pretty sure we have the recipe for that. Lord knows we'll ever be able to actually make it. Charmels? We're coming for you, and when we find you, we're not going to be nearly as nice as your actual bodyguards. Holy crap. It's kind of spooky. Kind of disorienting too, actually. It sounds like there's a bit of a commotion going on downstairs. What's happened? Of course it had to be the prince. I don't know why I bothered asking, really. With all his nonsense, it'll be hard to keep on serving him. I may end up trying to take another job in another kingdom. Someplace where I don't have to babysit a grown man all the goddamn time. Got more important things to do. Where even is this? I don't blame the prince for feeling the way he does. It's a bit unfair to expect him to fight lizards when he hates them so much, initiation or not. I saw a huge one in that storeroom the other day, actually. I tried to catch it, but it got away. I wonder if it got in through a hole somewhere. Munchie, it's a job for you. There are lizards living in the ceiling of the room below this one. Every now and then they drop down onto the floor below. Of all the places for Prince Charmels to hide, he can't stand the sight of lizards. Okay. So now I just need to find a hole to send Munchie through, right? And we can flush out the prince. It's a diary of a female royal official. Of course, I never go anywhere without wearing my scholar's specs. They're simply perfect for an uncommonly quick-witted girl like me. But my hat, oh, it's a disaster. So hideously uncultured. If only I had a hat that reflected my superior intelligence as well as my spectacles do. I suspect that I could combine the scholar's specs with a hat to make the perfect piece of headwear, but I simply couldn't bear to sacrifice them. What to do? I lie awake at night fretting about it. You know, it isn't easy being a beautiful genius. Okay, a clever chap cap is a hat plus scholar's specs. Interesting. None of the books appear particularly interesting. They're not gonna be interesting this time, Yengus. If you didn't like them the first time. Knock knock. Is anybody in here? No. The treasure chest is locked. Kick it. It's a cloak of evasion. Fancy. Okay. And here's the hole for Munchie. However, I'm actually going to end this video. It's almost an hour long and I need to pause it. I need a break. I need to step away from the computer for a little bit and take a breather. Whenever we come back, we're going to send Munchie through that hole. And we're going to find Prince Charmless. One way or another.